We got another quote from the NBA. Damian Lillard had some thoughts about seeing another Warriors Cavs finals matchup. He said this, hopefully not us. Hopefully not. He said, us other teams need to break this bleep up. Which team is the best position to replace the Warriors or Cavs in next year's finals, or do you think it is going to be another Cavs-Warriors final?
I do think it's going to be another Cavs-Warriors final. But to answer your question, who is the only team in my eyes that even has a chance?
Yeah.
I think there's only one team. It's not the San Antonio Spurs. That's
Celtics.
even if you give, that's even if you give the Spurs Chris Paul. Celtics going to make moves. Clearly, they have the number one pick in the draft. So Markelle Fultz, even if he's a bum, he's still the number one pick of the draft. He's going to help somehow. Oh, and by the way, Gordon Hayward wants to go to Boston. Oh, and that Blake Griffin guy, he wants to go to Boston too. Hey, if you don't know, Boston had the best record in the Eastern Conference last year. They finished number one. So, as constructed right now, they're not good enough to beat the Cavaliers. We saw that in the series. But you add in those other pieces. LeBron supposedly sniffing around. Maybe he might go out to LA to play for the Lakers or the Clippers. If that is to happen, then Boston is your clear-cut favorite. But they're not that far away. Every other team, maybe you can make a little bit of a case for the Wizards. But I think the Spurs, I'm just not buying them. I think they're trending in the wrong direction. You're going to say, oh, Tim, they were up 20 points in the second half against the Warriors, and then Kawhi got hurt. It was one game. And they didn't win that game either. So if you're that good, go win that game. So I don't know. Is it boring for you that the outcome of the NBA Finals this season, next season, is inevitable?
Well, and people said that last season. They had the best record in the NBA regular season, and they go on and they lose to the Cavs. So I think the first 3 years were all entertaining. I think we start to get to next year, and next year, and the next year. Then it starts to lose its luster for me.
Well, we saw finals ratings were up. Regular season ratings were way down. I think that's going to be a very common theme. Who's going to watch regular season basketball? It's hard to get invested when you know that the finish line is going to be the same two